Well, the good news is there's no Trunks. What's up everybody, StevDez here, and welcome to another edition of Dragon Ball Days, which maybe I should cut that out of the intro because I'm going to be doing some Dragon Ball Days for quite a while. In fact, I will do the video game what-ifs quite rarely. It's obvious that you all really respond to the Dragon Ball what-ifs, and while I would rather do a lot of the video game what-ifs and not get rid of them, I need what will bring in fans the most right now. As far as this video, special thanks to Tulio, who sent that long list of what-if suggestions that me and Kaizenball went through in the first and second episodes of StevDez Discussions. And I'm currently working on the third one, which shows Dragon Star Productions. Check that out when it comes out. StevDez Discussions is just where I hash out what-if ideas given to them by their community in order to see which are good, which are bad, and what we could do with some of them. And honestly, he surprised me with a few of them. Now, this one in particular is going to be kind of a short one. There's so many different ways you could take this character because, well, it's changing them in a way that would in fact change motives. Bulma wanted a boyfriend, or a mountain of strawberries. One or the other. I wanted to do this one because it is very open-ended. We don't know what kind of guy, in this case Boxer, will be. Could he be wanting to be a scientist, or could he not be wanting to be a scientist? Does he want to be a fighter, or does he not want to be a fighter? There is a couple of things that are quite different early on in female development than male development. As is, the brainwaves and all that, how the brains grow. When it comes down to it, I would see Boxer in this what if, but anybody could write this scenario. So leave your comment below as to how you would go about this scenario. I'm interested as to how your minds would creatively put together the male Bulma character. All in all though, I think keeping him smart and keeping him wanting to do the right thing in certain scenarios be a thing, along with him being kind of a bumbling coward. We're going to begin in Z, but we're going to stop by the Yamcha the Bandit interaction, because that's the biggest thing that will change in Dragon Ball. As opposed to being lovers, Boxer and Yamcha in this one are just best friends after that encounter. But how does the encounter go? Well, Yamcha and Goku fight it out, just like in the original. Goku gets tired, Boxer wakes up, and sure enough, Boxer is a guy, so it doesn't affect Yamcha at all. This does extend Dragon Ball a little bit. Not only does Goku have to use the Flying Nimbus to go far away, get some supplies, and them hatch a plan to get their stuff back from Yamcha, but they also have to fight Yamcha a second time. Not to mention, give Oolong a bit of credit. He is kind of underhanded at times and quite clever. If he knew the transformation technique, he's got to have some common sense about him. Oolong would have his van, having hidden that particular capsule from Yamcha and gotten away with it. Goku would come back with a big fish and some tinder in order to, have a dinner when he sees the large van and sees Oolong in the window. Oh, so they had a vehicle. Okay. While Oolong would want to not mess with the bandit with a machine gun, Boxer is determined. He wants his capsules back. And they took the Dragon Balls. He's not going anywhere without the Dragon Balls. So here, Boxer gets to play strategist. You see, he's not very strong, because Bulma was not very strong, but I would think that he would come up with a plan where Oolong would run interference against Puar if Puar were to come in, and Goku would have a rematch with Yamcha after a good meal to be sure Goku was nice and full and wasn't weak from it. Not to mention Goku's got them Zenkais! Boxer will gladly drive the van and play decoy to bring them out, and it's up to Oolong and Goku to secure things from there. Which, Oolong would leave most of the fighting to Goku, because Puar would leave most of the fighting to Yamcha. So, their transform battle probably wouldn't come into play until near the end. Here, though, Boxer isn't alone. Sure, that was the last diet pill, the piggy pill, that he had as far as Oolong was concerned. But, there is something to add here. He does know how to make them. Oolong would have to restrain Yamcha with a pair of handcuffs, as another diet pill was made with whatever he could find. Honestly, it's not going to be as effective as the one on Oolong, but it'll get their stuff back and they probably never have to see Yamcha again. After Yamcha is taken out by Goku, he slipped the diet pill and, shown how it works. So either Yamcha complies or there's a hot load in the hot desert in his hot pants. They'd get their stuff back, they have Oolong's van, and their stuff would proceed as per usual. With one meeting about 2 years in, Boxer would know about the Dragon Balls and all the evil people having to want to take them. He would meet Goku, who's already gotten a couple of them, and actually go about collecting the Dragon Balls. He'd have 4, Goku would have 3, Goku would still have that 4-star ball, and things would be pretty peaceful from there. They know where the Dragon Balls are, and nobody's gonna take them. So yeah, if you really, really want me to go through Dragon Ball, leave your comment below, because, I guess it could be a mini-sode. I just don't see much point in it. I don't see Bulma being a guy really change a whole lot outside of the Yamcha conflict. But maybe there's something I missed. I don't know. Leave your comment below and maybe it'll be a video. Heading into Z, there is a +1 at the party at Kame House. Boxer would have been a bit more active in Dragon Ball, so I do see him... Yeah, I see him talking Mai into leaving the Pilaf game because she wasn't getting anything out of it. Honestly, his best friend Goku could, quite frankly, pummel them at any time, and she would want to be on the winning side, especially in the eyes of a rich boy. Mai would have been encouraged to leave the Pilaf gang in Dragon Ball, and so she ends up getting the hots for Boxer, and that is a relationship that happens. Both of them announced that they've been dating for some time, and, well, honestly, they were thinking about getting hitched, but they don't really know. Sure, Mai's good with engineering and getting her hands dirty, but they would want an environment outside of Capsule Corp to raise them young. They thought about Kame House, but then they thought about Roshi, and no, that's not gonna work. And then Raditz shows up, kicking off the Saiyan thing that they learned about, that Goku's a Saiyan. Same thing would happen. Goku would die, Piccolo would take Gohan, and sure enough, everything goes pretty much normal, except Boxer needs to know a bit about Saiyans. So he asks Kami. Kami asks King Kai telepathically, and Boxer gets the information he needs, especially about that Zenkai boost, noticing that Goku got strong every time he was, mortally wounded, nearly beaten, all that good stuff. And so Boxer collects all the Dragon Balls and thinks about how he can use this. Sure enough, he relays his plan to Kami. Once he's at King Kai's planet, then Goku will be revived. Whatever hardship he has to endure on King Kai's planet will give him that boost, and that might be the key to winning the Saiyan threats conflict. Another thing Boxer does, because, he wants to be Mr. Macho Man in front of his woman, is train with Kami. First he trains with Korin, climbing all the way to the top, and that takes him a few days. But, hey, he catches up. I want to say it takes him about 3 months, and it takes Mai about 2.5 months. What, you thought Mai, the tough one in the relationship, would be the one to let her boyfriend do this? No. If he's doing it, she's doing it. He's got a good head on his shoulders. Mai's got to be sure that stays intact. And so, training for the Saiyans begin, and eventually, Boxer and Mai catch up with everybody else on the lookout. Does this mean they get really good gains? I'm gonna say no. But I am gonna say that they get gains. Boxer, I would say, is at a power level of 580. Mai, a little bit ahead of that at about 610. Not a lot of gains, but 2 more Z fighters, so 2 more meat shields? maybe Goku having the Zenkai boost means he gets through the training a bit faster, so he wouldn't be too late. They would take the battle out of the city with the Saiyans, well, out of the ruined city with the Saiyans, and end up getting up to the point where Yamcha gets Yamcha'd. But we do have Boxer and Mai as a team fighting off one of the Cybermen after Yamcha gets Yamcha'd. However, Boxer does do the macho thing, pushing Mai out of the way and taking a grapple from a Cyberman. Lo and behold, Goku arrives to save the day with a controlled enough ki blast that it doesn't hurt Boxer, but it does blow out the back of the Cyberman's brain? Do plant men have brains? I mean, when he opens his head, it's acid. Moving on, I can't be thinking about this. The fight against Grade 8 Vegeta would go just about how you would think, with Grade 8 Vegeta crushing Goku, Piccolo dying, Tien dying, and Chaozu dying. Yeah, they would all be together. But Chaozu would have gotten the hit on Vegeta's eyes, which would have released Goku with the suicide bomb, obviously. Boxer and Mai would actually go with Gohan and Krillin, and then they would realize that Goku might need some help. And that's when they went. Tien and Chaozu stayed within range to help, and so did Piccolo, and that ended up getting all three of them killed. After sensing their ki go, they need to go quick. While Krillin and Gohan will be holding off Vegeta, after Yajirobe cut his tail off, Boxer and Mai would go to Goku and be sure he was okay. And Boxer's smart enough to bring friggin' senzu beans! Sure, Goku grabbed a couple, but who's to say Boxer wouldn't? I mean, that's kind of a big thing. While charging and having the energy for the Spirit Bomb in his hand, Goku can use the Spirit Bomb. Oh, not to mention, Zenkai Boost. This time, instead of in his mind, Goku would be yelling at Gohan to, throw the Spirit Bomb back. It won't hurt him. And so the day is saved as everybody gets senzu beans and nobody has to have a hospital visit. Goku is excited though. Boxer? Mai? They were fighting? Whoa! That's cool! I want to train with them for a bit, and then we can use the Dragon Balls and bring back everybody to life, and then, oh wait, Piccolo was dead. Yeah, they still gotta go to Namek, but with Mai being a bit more of an engineer in this timeline, and Boxer, the boyfriend-girlfriend situation, give them some credit. They can get the ships done a bit quicker. So that means they're going to be heading to Namek quite a bit early. And Goku's actually at full strength. So he can, back Gohan up when they're at Kame House discussing this. Or maybe they should be, when they're at Mount Paozu discussing this. Goku's house rarely comes up in the series. Gohan wants to go, but, it's up to Chi-Chi in the end. Everybody does stand up though. He is a good fighter and they don't know what they're gonna find on Namek. He was taking on Vegeta by himself and he's needed. When he gets back, they promise he'll hit the books. And so the first crew takes off towards Namek. Boxer, Mai, and Krillin. Yeah, there's a bit of a difference in this timeline. They don't need 4 people. I mean, 3 people's enough. They don't want to seem like bullies and have a whole bunch of people going at one time. So, Goku decides to go in the second ship, and he invites his son to train with him. Considering even Boxer got some gains, he wants to see something in his boy. After all, his boy was fighting Vegeta, and he's proud that his boy reflected the Spirit Bomb. There's something in that Gohan, and he wants to see it. As far as Namek, well, you're just gonna have to wait and see for the next part. Like I said, I want to see how you all would do this scenario in the comments below. So leave your comment there. And if you want to contribute more than just liking and watching the videos, which thank you for doing that, that's the least I can ask you to do, then head over to my Patreon where I have several tiers that you can probably benefit off of and support the content that I make on this channel. I am in a way, so hopefully whatever I do will end up being a good thing for this channel. If you don't want to donate to Patreon, that's fine. I'm not making you in any way, shape, or form. It is entirely your choice. For more what-ifs in the realm of video gaming and Dragon Ball alike, such as if Broly had landed on Namek as opposed to Vampa? Yeah, Vampa. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.